welcome to my channel. So before few weeks we did a question round on Instagram in which I had asked you guys that what do you want to know about settling into abroad, which countries and what courses, what do you want to know. So most of you were interested in knowing that what are the job opportunities or how is this career option of settling into Gulf countries or in United Arab Emirates or in Dubai. So I'm making this video first, and it took me a little long because I was researching a lot on this topic. I wanted this video to be very much meaningful and useful for you all guys. So now any further ado, let's get started. I have categorized this video into 3 parts just to simplify the information and to make it more digestible. Okay, in the first part I'm gonna brief you about what is actually United Arab Emirates is and which are the different health boards to which we have to apply to practice into certain emirates. It's a different procedure for different emirates, so I'm just gonna brief you with all that in the first half. In the second part I'm gonna describe the living, what is actually life in Arab countries, okay, about the language, weather, rents, food, driving license and lot many stuff which are related with normal living that I have included in the second part. And in the third part I have described stepwise process to be followed and how much cost it will take at each step for DHA exam, which is for getting license to practice in Dubai. So stay tuned till the end, and if you are new to the channel then don't forget to subscribe. United Arab Emirates is federation of 7 emirates which includes Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain. The political power is concentrated in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and it contributes 80% of the income of the whole United Arab Emirates. So people prefer more settling into these 2 emirates rather than the other. Apart from Dubai and Abu Dhabi, Sharjah is also preferable. United Arab Emirates and Middle East countries are emerging fast as the final destination for BDS and MDS professionals and the professionals which are equivalent to this degree. Why? Because the cosmopolitan lifestyle and the tax-free system in these countries. Apart from that, health insurance, annual leave, family visa, loan benefits. These are the benefits which attract the foreigners to settle into UAE and Middle East countries. Also not to forget the higher pay scale. There are 3 different health boards in United Arab Emirates, and all the emirates are divided into these 3 health boards. You need to qualify the assessment and evaluation from these boards to get the license and to practice in these countries. For Dubai, there is DHA, which is Dubai Health Association, and by clearing this exam, you get license to practice only in Dubai, not anywhere else, not in any other emirates, just particularly in Dubai you can practice. For Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, there is HAAD exam. For Sharjah and other emirates, there is MOH exam, that is the MOH board to which you have to appear. Then you can practice in these 4 emirates. So think about which emirate you want to practice in or settle in, and then prepare for that particular exam only. The website for all these health boards are different, and I have given the link of which in the description box below. The process to get the license is 4 to 5 steps, but it is actually very meticulous and long procedure. First you have to apply to the particular website. Suppose you want to settle in Dubai, so you have to apply to the DHA website. Okay, after applying there, you have to follow multiple steps, and after that you will reach an assessment exam. That assessment exam would be written and oral both. In these exams they prefer more of practical questions which are related to the clinical practice, although theory is also there, but most of the weightage is on the practical aspect of dentistry. So after clearing the assessment exam, they provide you the eligibility letter, and after getting the eligibility letter you have to start hunting for the job. you have to search for dental clinics which are ready to hire you, or such hospitals which are ready to hire you. And after you get the job over there, that particular firm or that clinic or that hospital pays for your license. This is how it works. And as soon as you get the job, you get the license and you can start your practice. But mind you guys, this process is not as simple as it seems, okay? I can say it in 4-5 steps that these are the steps which you have to follow, but actually when you get into it, as far as I have read, it is a very lengthy and meticulous process. It might take 6 months to 1 year for you to get the eligibility letter, and you also have to hunt for your job. One good thing about this assessment exam is that you can give exam from India only. There are many centers in India. You can check for whichever board you want to apply, whether it is DHA, HAAD or MOH. Depending upon your choice, you have to visit their website and check out for the centers, and you can give exam at any time you wish for. If you want to give after a month, you can give it after a month also. You can give it tomorrow also. It depends on you how prepared you are, and it is not like a yearly exam or 6 monthly exam. And as I said, it is more of clinical and practical based, but theory questions are also there. And also there is some center in Delhi which provides the question bank and DHA related books and materials. You have done BDS and you have 3 years of experience working into proper hospital or something, not a regular dental clinic, but a proper hospital or a multi-speciality hospital, which can give you in written the recommendation letter and also the certificate that yes, you have practiced over there for 3 years. So this is must for applying into these countries or to apply for these boards to get a license, okay? If you are a BDS, you need to have 3 years of experience, which is must, apart from internship. Excluding internship, you need to have 3 years of experience. And the procedure to get a license is same for physician, specialist, BDS, MDS, lab technicians, nurses. Everyone has to go through this same process where you have to give the assessment exam, then eligibility letter, and then you have to search for your job. As soon as you get the job, you get the license. Now let's talk about the lifestyle and living in United Arab Emirates. So talking about the language first, language is not the barrier over here. If you are good at English, then you will rock it, because English is dominating language in all these countries. Arabic is spoken by people, but it is not that much extent. Most of the people understand English and you can communicate very easily. Talking about the weather is quite hot. Though it is not a tropical countries, but the weather is extremely hot over there. Specifically from May to September, weather is really hot, and apart from these, after September it is quite normal. Is it safe in Arab countries? Yes, it is safe. Now what about driving license? It is quite tough to get a driving license in here, and as far as I have heard and researched, people there do not follow rules very particularly. Like before going on the road and driving, you need to meditate and calm yourself. It's the situation like this if you are new to the Dubai or any such countries. Talking about the cost of living, food is pricey, but if you are earning good enough, then it won't be any problem. Regarding the house rent and all, as far as I have heard and researched, they say that you have to pay rent of a whole year at a time. This is a kind of system over there. You cannot pay for a month or 2 or 6 months, no. Generally they ask you to pay for a year also, and rent and living is costly in Dubai and Abu Dhabi specifically. Okay, so this was just the overview of how the lifestyle in Arab countries is and what is the procedure. But what is the current reality? Are dentists preferring to move to Arab countries or settling into Dubai or Abu Dhabi? After 2018, the rate has actually decreased, and the reason is their revised tax system. From 2018, in all the United Arab Emirates, implemented the value added tax system, and it has been a huge trouble for the dentist and health workers as well as the corporate world. So after 2018, dentists are preferring less to shift to Dubai because it is already overcrowded with dentists. Dentistry is now saturated over there also. If you want to get hired, you need to give something extra. In after BDS, in your 3 years of experience, there should be something different so that they could hire you. Right now, for endodontists, the job opportunities are very much less there, but for the orthodontist, prosthodontist and oral surgeon, it's quite good. And if you are a BDS, then you should have done some extra course of implant or management, or you might be having experience in aligners, something which adds value to your profession or complement your profession. Okay, if you have something extra, then it would be easy for you to get a job over there. You will be picked very easily. Apart from dentistry, if you have done something in the field of marketing or advertisement or research or something, then the chances of you getting selected or hired by them increases and you can get job very easily. Seeing the current reality, clinics are also going down over there. And there is also a season of jobs. Okay, this is very interesting thing which I could find it, that in the month of September there are maximum job opportunities. So if you are really planning to go there and if you feel that yes, this suits me, then please do apply for a job in the month of September where maximum job opportunities are there. For if you have done MDS from here, then there is not a much issue for you to get a job over there. It is very easy, but for endodontist it has become difficult right now. But apart from that, any specialty, if you have done MDS, then there is no issue. Now talking about the salary, it's the magnet which attracts the dentist towards the United Arab Emirates, okay? Because they pay you really well. Even if you are a BDS, your monthly salary would be 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh. Yes. And if you are a MDS, then your monthly salary would be 3 to 4 lakhs. So it's a great amount, and along with that you will get health insurance and the travel expenses and a lot of benefits if you have a family over there. So these are the parameters, or these are the things which you should keep in mind, and these are the recent researched data. So I hope this will help you in some way if you are sincerely planning to move into the Arab countries. Process is lengthy but straightforward. Step 1 is the self-assessment tool. The first thing to do for your DHA license application is to complete the initial assessment. Visit the Sharian self-assessment portal, enter the required information and submit. If you are eligible, move to next step, or you can apply for manual review of your profile. Based on information you provide, the portal will reveal whether you are eligible to be a part of the Dubai Medical Registry or not. If you are, then you can move to the next step. But if you don't, then you can apply for manual review. In manual review, submit online application with required documents. Fees would be 200 dirhams. 1 dirhams is equal to 20 Indian rupees. So calculate that way. Await your DHA review, which takes 10 working days. Step 2. Create a Sharian account. Before you formally begin the DHA licensing process, you should create a personal ID on the DHA Sharian portal. Follow the steps and your account would be ready. Step 3 is PSV and CBT assessment. The PSV via Dataflow. DHA has partnered with Dataflow Group to screen professional applicants for the Dubai healthcare sector. The PSV runs through checks on the educational backgrounds and credentials of all professionals who submit a DHA license application. These checks ensures that only the most genuine profiles make it to the Dubai Medical Registry. The CBT assessment via Prometric. For some healthcare professionals, particularly doctors, dentists, and nurses, the DHA may require an initial CBT assessment. This DHA license exam is conducted by Prometric, an independent examination board, to assess the knowledge and skill levels of the applicants. Once you pass your Prometric CBT assessment and the PSV review, you can move on to register yourself for the DHA license in Dubai. Here are the fees for these particular steps. Step 4, get registered. Follow this step and the DHA will review your application in light of your CBT and PSV results and then either approve, reject or return your application for your information. Step 5. Schedule oral assessment. Schedule a date for the oral assessment, pay the fees and take and pass the assessment. Here are the fees for oral assessment. Step 6. Activate professional license. As soon as you pass the oral assessment, you will be registered DHA professional. All you need to do now is activate your DHA professional license. For that, here's what you need to do via your Sharian account. Apply for DHA license activation, submit offer letter and malpractice insurance certificate, pay license activation fees. These are the fees for license activation fees. Apart from this, you also need to renew your license every 5 years, which is a whole different process, but it would be easier once you get there.